Hey, what's up everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day. Guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about the upcoming update. According to Plarium, it will bring a handful of quality of life updates. And today, I'm going to share some of them with you. So, first, we're going to start with treasure tickets. Okay, treasure tickets are a new addition to the Plarium points program, accessible via its respective tab in your Bastion. Each ticket gives you a single reward, randomly chosen from a larger pool of raid goodies. Treasure tickets come in two types, silver and gold, okay? So two different tickets right there. Once every 72 hours, you will be given a free roll, equivalent to a silver ticket, to claim a random gift from a pool of rewards. So every 3 days, we will get one of these tickets. Additionally, one silver ticket will be available for free every 24 hours on any of the following platforms: Plarium Play, in-game shop, Raid official Android application, and Raid official web store. If you claim the free silver ticket in the shop, you cannot claim another via the web store and vice versa. So that means we'll get a free roll every 3 days and then every 24 hours. So basically daily we'll get another silver ticket. That's what I get from this. Gold tickets offer a higher chance of getting better rewards. You can receive them by completing monthly milestones in the Plarium Points program, which are unlocked by earning Plarium Points. So this seems to be clearly the headline feature here, which Plarium wants people to talk about. Like I already said, a free silver ticket every 72 hours gives random rewards, an additional free ticket every 24 hours, but only if you are on one of the Plarium Play platforms. And this is where it becomes very clear that they are trying to draw people back to Plarium Play. A lot of players, been using other platforms as Google Play and Aptoid, right? Because you get so much cash back that the Plarium Point program is not really that much of a benefit for spenders. So, yeah, I guess it's obvious that they're trying to bring more value to the Plarium store, right? Why are they doing this? Probably to avoid platform fees, and push players towards direct purchases and more control over player spending habits. Okay. Now, I'm not saying free rewards are bad, right? Free stuff is free stuff, but let's just call it what it is. This is Plarium rewarding players for entering their ecosystem directly, right? And this is what it's going to look like. So on the Plarium Points program, which we already have on the Bastion tab, right? And if you click on it, you will enter this menu. So we will have the Plarium Points program, the normal one, and then here you can see this. These are the rewards that you can get from these tickets. Okay, so you have silver tickets and gold tickets, and I guess with gold tickets you have a better chance to get some of these, I don't know, legendary relic mats or the legendary book or whatever. So I don't know how they are rating these rewards. I don't know what's at the top, but my guess would be legendary mats, 6-star speed glyph, immortal soulstone, legendary book, void shard, I guess, is at the top, and then it goes down to multi-battles and 1 XP banner. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the multi-battles and the XP banner are kind of out of place. There's not a lot of value to this, so I would have loved to see something like Starstone in there as well. Maybe like just 100. Okay, that would already be very helpful. And then maybe another glyph, maybe a 5-star glyph even, right? But yeah, it is what it is. So that's going to be, the reward pool out of, from those tickets. And then here you can see this is the silver ticket from the shop that is free every 24 hours. Pretty much the same as the mystery shard. Exactly the same thing. All right, but next up we have a very questionable feature, but let's take a look at it. So it's the gear auto equip feature, okay? This feature is introduced to help new players who are just starting their raid journey to quickly equip their champions with the best available gear without the need to spend time looking for pieces with the correct main and substats or researching artifact sets from the get-go. The auto equip button will be available in the gear tab when a champion is selected. When tapped, the game runs an algorithm that compares the champion's roll and primary stats to the gear you have in storage. It will select the best pieces you have and outfit the champion, suggesting replacements where needed, should that champion have some artifacts or accessories equipped already. Keep in mind that the algorithm does not take artifact sets and the more specific nuances into consideration, so we do not recommend it for more advanced players mid to late game. Artifacts and accessories are equipped separately in their respective tabs. The process is instant aside from confirmation pop-ups. So yeah, very interesting. We will have an auto-equip button. Let me actually show you what's that going to look like. So right here you have an example. In the artifact tab right there, you can see the auto-equip button automatically equips your champion with recommended artifacts to boost their performance. I think it's cool for like newer players, but I can also see some use for endgame players if you just want to mule your artifacts, right? Maybe you're out of storage and you don't really want to cleanse right now, so you can just equip some of your champions that you don't really use, or you can just put some artifacts on them and make some free space for additional artifacts. So yeah, there's definitely a little bit of use for endgame players, but not really. And I don't know. I don't know if this is helpful. Maybe if it is based on the main stat and so on, it could be for newer players. I can see it being helpful. A lot of new players are doing the mistake with like flat stats and stuff like that. So I can definitely see that being helpful. But at the end of the day, we got to see what it actually does, right? On paper, it looks cool, but who knows how it's going to work. So we got to wait and see. Now, the last 3 features from this update, these things here are probably my highlight. I don't really care much about the other stuff, but this right here, this is what really makes me happy. So the Doom Tower auto climb will be updated to background auto climb, allowing you to run background multi-battles for convenience. Hey, everybody clap. Fucking finally, man. I mean, we've been grinding Doom Tower since years, and it takes so much time every single day. I mean, it was really time for this, and finally they did it. I'm very thankful for that, and we got to be fair, we got a lot of quality of life features in the last year. So ever since that new company, we got a lot of quality of life features, and they keep introducing this stuff, which is very, very helpful. And I really, really appreciate that, okay? We gotta give Plarium flowers where flowers are due. Even though it could have been there since, forever, but still, okay? We are seeing progress here. Now, the second part, this is all of these 3 things are cool, but the second part, that is like number 1 for me, okay? Based on popular feedback, we'll make it possible to exchange superior oils for chaos dust and superior extracts for chaos powder. This way, you'll have more freedom in how you spend the resources earned from dungeons and circumvent the issue of getting too much oil and extract and not enough chaos dust and chaos powder. So, we will get the chance to... Hold on, it's the wrong tab. To mix the dust and the powder right here, okay, in the mixer. That is what they are telling us. And now my question is, how much oil or extract will it cost to get 1 dust or powder? Will it be 10? Will it be 50, 100, 1,000? Right? What is it? I'm not quite sure what to expect here, right? But we can only assume it's not going to be very, very favorable for us. But at least there's an option, okay? So I don't know yet what to think about it, but at least I appreciate that they're considering the feedback and trying to improve the system. I did a video 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I got so many people reacting to it, and pretty much the whole community is on board with this, that this whole dust and powder thing is an issue. But for me personally, to introduce it to the mixer is not really fixing it unless it's unless it costs like 10 extract to get one powder. Okay, if that's the case, then I didn't say anything, but I don't think so. So I don't know. We will see. Okay, we will see. One thing that somebody messaged me was that it would be cool if you could, like, for example, if I would rework it now, if it would ask me, or if I had the option to save this ascension that I have right now and not keep the one that I'm reworking to. So, you know, give you the choice if you want to keep the reworked ascension stat or keep the old one. That would be amazing. That would already make a huge difference, because a lot of times you have a stat that is not the best in slot, but is helpful, and you rework it into something like, you know, you go from like, I don't know, defense percentage to flat attack or something, okay? And that is then a downgrade. And it would be cool if we could, you know, decline the downgrade. That would be amazing, but it is what it is. So we're gonna get dust and powder from the mixer, okay? But like I said, we gotta wait and see how that's gonna look like as well. And then last but not least, as per another popular request, we'll add new gear filters to help endgame players manage their artifacts and accessories with even greater ease. You'll be able to filter gear by its level or ascension level to find gear that hasn't been fully upgraded yet. You can also subtract specific substats to exclude gear pieces with speed, crit damage, and so forth if you want to find something specific, or mass sell gear but don't want to lose something with speed and so forth. Okay, so yeah, massive quality of life feature on the gear filter. Yeah, they've been, you know, steadily working on it and upgrading it, which is kind of cool. So now you can exclude stats, you can filter for unleveled gear. But the one thing that is really annoying me, and I wish they would fix that. So for example, let's say I go for Shadowkin accessories, okay? Shadowkin accessories, and I only want to go through the Pharaoh gear right now, right? So I want to upgrade this. Now take this to 4 or whatever, or I upgrade it and I don't really like it, and I close this window, and all of a sudden I'm completely somewhere else, okay? I'm again at the top. I have to scroll down and all the tabs are open again, okay? And that you know, that seems like a really small thing, but if you go through 1,989 artifacts or accessories, this is really taking a lot of time, because you always have to scroll down. So even though it's already filtered by factions, I would love to just you know, unselect some of the factions so they're not even shown there. That would be an amazing feature, I think. That would save a lot of time for people if they are cleansing their accessories. Because if you look at this right here, it is not happening here. Okay, so let's say you want to upgrade this piece right here, and you're still at the same tab, but here for some reason it puts you all the way up again, and then you have to scroll all the way down, and all the tabs are open, and you have to close them again, and it is a little bit frustrating, okay, on the accessory side, and I hope they will fix that at some point. But yeah, the unrolled gear filter will be amazing, and the fact that you can exclude stats, that also makes it a lot easier. So yeah, guys, some quality of life features, some new free stuff that you can get, and yeah, overall, I think it's a solid update. And depending on how that, you know, mixer, that chaos dust, chaos powder mixing is going to look like, how much oil and extract is going to cost, depending on that, you know, that will decide if that's a good feature or not. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. I don't know exactly when this update is going to go live, but I would assume like this week, at the end of this week, or maybe next week, not quite sure. But very soon, and yeah, we will see, okay? Let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this. What is your favorite quality of life feature here? And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. If you like this video, YouTube's going to think that you liked this one as well. Take care and see you in the next one.